Hey guys, so welcome to the lived experience. If it's your first time on our channel, I'm Senzi.
And I'm Toby.
And so we're doing something different today. We've got a new segment and it's called Not That Deep Convos. It's basically just a 6-part series of conversations that we'll be having that resonate with us and that somehow have to do with our experience, whether it's about relationships or anything else. We don't want to reveal too much. But we really hope you guys enjoy this and we'll see how it grows. We'll decide if we want to continue having such conversations that we feel are meaningful and important to have, but you know, sometimes
They're just not that deep.
We just still feel like we need to have these conversations.
Exactly. So we're very excited. Our first one starts today. And we just hope that you guys are gonna, comment and sort of just help us drive the conversations, because as Cindy said, it's just stuff that we feel we have lived in our lives and what we're going through as like mid-20s black women that are just experiencing life. So we're really excited. Please do not forget to do all the amazing things, guys. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. And really just comment and let's drive this conversation. Follow us on social media. We do have our social media handles all about the lived experience. On Instagram it is the lived experience, and on Twitter it's lived experience without the E. Yes. So please do follow us on our social media platforms, and we can't wait to take this journey with you guys for Not That Deep Convos Season 1. Dave. Also guys, I just want to introduce you to my new hair. Do you like it? Give it a name. Cool guys.
Very awkward. What are we talking about again?
Hi guys, welcome back. It is our
show.
It's our first episode or our first web series. Stop. Just see yourself looking like this on camera. Hi guys, welcome back. So we're finally doing the first Not That Deep Convo. So yeah, it's gonna be 6 sort of part series where we just talk about stuff that are not that deep. This is our friend, aka sort of sister, Mrs. Karabos. We've known her for about 13 years now, which is crazy. So we've been together from high school aging to varsity lifing to now being like young adults.
Yeah.
And we're neighbors.
And we're neighbors.
Down the road.
Yeah, so this was just like a good fit. The topic today is about dating as a young 20-something-year-old, a young black 20-something-year-old. Obviously not disregarding any white people, colored people, all those other people, but it's just our lived experience and like how we've sort of faced those issues. This was sort of sparked the other day. I decided to go on Facebook, guys, and I had a bit of a rant. And I was talking about how living with our parents as a grown woman is tough. How do we start having grown conversations where we don't need to lie about where we are? How do we open the communication lines? Because honestly speaking, relationships require time. And if you can't make time for your partner, then what are we doing? Another reason why I feel like a lot of my relationships didn't work was because I couldn't give them the time, and you know that thing where you have to sleep over and do these things, I couldn't do it. Black ladies help, so that was me. I was saying that this is quite a big issue with black homes because it's really disrespectful when you bring guys at home and all of that stuff. And yeah, guys, there was about 127 comments here. Karabos was also there.
You even commented.
Karabos also commented.
I just commented on what other people were saying, but I could definitely relate to this topic.
Okay.
It's a lot.
I shared this
Same.
post and people were just like, solution, move out.
But that's not an
everyone
easy
says that.
solution. It's not an easy solution for everyone. I mean, we all don't have the means to move out.
Yeah.
Secondly, there's things that happen in black homes and things just happen. Life
Sometimes
happens.
you just need to be at home.
And you just need to be at home. You can't just move out. So there's all of these things. People were talking about how they lie and say they're going to church weekends. I can't do that. Or work. I can't do that because I don't even have a workplace right now. So it's like all these weird things. And having creative ways. Other girls were saying that dating secret until he sends the letter. It worked for the cousins, but I was just like, nah, girl, I ain't trying to do that. Like, I don't know. Like, there's all these conflicting comments.
Yeah.
But they all boil down to like the same thing, guys. Like that it's hard. It's hard being black, young, independent, still living at home, trying to date.
Yeah.
But for you guys, how's your guys' relationships with your parents?
Yeah.
We have the same parents.
But we both have the
different
same
relationships,
experiences.
yeah.
So
Just dating.
maybe we should all just share so we don't have the same experiences of dating, and then how we communicate this with our parents, if we do at all. But maybe we can just share like what our experiences have been.
In high school, it wasn't like anything serious because we weren't really doing much. We were really just stupid boy things, like partying and whatever. But in varsity, when I got into my first serious relationship, I wasn't living at home, so it wasn't even an issue because I was living by campus. So I would see him as frequent as I wanted to see him. It was never an issue.
Yeah, varsity days was the
the
easiest
best
because you weren't at home, so you didn't have to report to anyone really.
I actually think about it, I'm like, varsity was
And it's worse
adulting.
when you've had that experience and then you have to be back home now.
my gosh.
It's like
moving home.
Sometimes
is
I ask myself why we made that
decision.
stupid decision. Like we should have just
stuck
it
it
out and
Yeah.
just like we're out of the home. Like let's just continue this way.
Because we didn't completely also, I don't think either of us were like, guys, let's have this come with our parents and be like, hi, I'm moving out. I'm like, this
it
is
kind of
me.
just happened.
It just happened.
I know with me.
With work, we worked in that space. We couldn't be at home all the time. So we always had these little things. But now, when I see myself, I mean, I'm turning 28 in a month, and I'm like, at a point where I'm just like, I think I'm just tired of them not knowing what's in my life and what's happening in my life in terms of dating, right? And especially because if I'm in a relationship that I feel wants to move forward, I would want to like just be like, hi guys, I'm in this relationship. This thing of me being like scared to be like, guys, he wants to take me out for a weekend away or whatever. Or being scared to go to his place.
Oh my gosh, just the thought of that, it's like, how would I get away with it?
So it's just like,
and the thing is, you know what will be going on in their heads. Like the moment you say boyfriend, weekend away.
They already think
they draw
yeah.
and like probably it's true. It's probably true, like what's in their minds is true, but like how do we come to terms with the fact that when we give one piece of information away, we're giving it all away.
Yeah. It's just tough because even with our parents, they're black, obviously, guys. And like, sometimes you'll have these little like laughings and being like, when I have a boyfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they'll act like, parents, they act like they want to know.
Yeah, but
they
really
act,
don't.
but they don't.
Because, I know my...
Okay, what's your experience been?
Dating. Hey, I'm not.
And
dating.
you're a young mom, so like, it's like.
Yeah, she comes across as easygoing. She'll always say she's there whenever I need anything, I need to talk. But it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Like just having a social life, especially now with being a new mom and stuff. Oh, it's such a difficult thing.
Do you feel like she says she wants to know and she wants you to, I don't know, like have a balanced life, but she doesn't really?
Yeah, she won't even say. She'll just, with my circumstances, I've got a little boy at home. So she'll just be like, you don't need to go out.
Yeah.
Like, you just need, he's still young. So basically she's told me I mustn't have a social life. And I don't know until rain.
Oh wow.
He's two.
So then how does dating come in?
Of nothing. Of having to make up reasons why I'm out. Even
just to have a drink. Or
even just coming here today. It was
like,
okay, so it's like she wants to know how long you're going to be, but she doesn't want to be like, why are you going there? But she wants to know, but she doesn't want to know.
But with Cindy, I feel like you have a better relationship with mom. Like, you guys, you guys are better. Like, with me, I just shut her out. With you, I think you could. I mean, I'm just very emotionally.
Don't do that.
I'm just emotionally a bit detached from her.
I'm detached as well.
Yes. I don't think she gets
Okay,
me.
we'll have another chat about this attachment with your mothers.
But Cindy, how do you, like, you have chats with mom about, like, things. I feel like you are the person.
I have chats with mom, so if I think back to like my dating history and mom and one thing that comes to mind is I remember like being on a date at Eastgate and then dad had to fetch me, so I told the guy my dad's picking me up, he's gonna be here in like 10-15 minutes. And then the guy was like, can I walk you? And in my head I was like, oh my gosh, what if we bump into him, you know? So I was like, it's fine, no. But I didn't want to be weird. So I was like, cool, fine, you can walk me. And then I saw dad, and I was like, oh my god, this is so awkward. And he said nothing. Like in the car, he pretended like he didn't see anything. So he's very like evasive and doesn't want to deal with it. It's awkward for him. But mom, on the other hand, when I think of, like when I had my first serious relationship, obviously I was like, he's a friend.
Always a friend.
But like it gets to a point where you can't not talk about him because you're so invested in the relationship. So I would be like, oh mom, there's this friend of mine, whoever. And then, because I just had to talk to her about it, you know? And I was like, yeah, he's going through XYZ, I don't know what to do, whatever. So I'd actually ask her for advice for my friend. And she would give me advice. And I'm pretty sure at some point she put 2 and 2 together and she knew like, this is more than a friend. But I don't know, like that worked out fine for me. But now I don't know how I would handle it because like I'm older now and a relationship probably means much more than just mom, my friend.
But also even though you're not dating, but seeing guys, like a guy saying, can we go out for coffee? Can we go for lunch? It's still tough because they ask questions and trying
people
to
they don't know, they haven't.
They're confused. They're like,
then you just say you're going for coffee, going for dinner.
No, it's just awkward. For me, it's just awkward, this dating thing. I just feel like our parents are not at a stage where they want to be honest with themselves, and they're not at a stage where they want to be honest with us. Because in all realness, they dated, they went out, they did whatever we've been doing. So for me, I feel like
I don't think they did as much as us.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them married their first.
Exactly.
So they're probably not used to the concept of like seeing different people and
getting to know people. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's very tough.
I'm getting hot.
I'm getting hot.
Okay, shit. Now that we've spoken about our different experiences, how and when do we feel like we need to have that conversation with our parents or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay?
That's for me is a question. I don't have an answer or a comment on it. It's still a question in my mind.
I feel like the right time might be when you actually feel like you have someone and you really want to invest in.
Yeah.
At our age, guys, come on, we're 12.
I feel like I need to still get permission just to have a social life.
It's like we're not even
there.
Or shouldn't I have one? And is it a good time for me to actually go to the movies with friends, or must I just stay at home the whole time? I think it needs that, and for me, needs a conversation.
Because it starts there, because you have to get out there.
There's so much resistance just for me going out, and it's always like a safety thing. Yes, okay, I understand where they're coming from in terms of being out at night. But sure, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm just homebound.
And it's tough. I don't know whether it is for you. Banged up abroad. Banged up at home. But same with us, I feel like it's going to have to come up soon because I'm in a serious relationship. Can't believe I say that.
Serious.
Fresh but serious. And I would like, I don't like the concept, like I honestly don't like the concept of like, you must do it like as a
feels like you're living a double life.
Yeah, it feels like I'm living a double life because I was just telling him yesterday, I'm like, but babe, I'm at your house every weekend. And now it's becoming a thing, you know? And now it's like, so what's the next lie? Or what's the next excuse? Or what's the next thing that I'm going to say?
Yeah.
For me, it's just a bit immature. It's annoying now that we still have to have the cycle of being disrespectful in a manner and sort of not lying. It's not great at over the age of 25, guys. Like, why are we still doing that? And it's really, of course, it's to help them to protect them. But it's also like we need to get to a point where we're not scared and we can say like, hi, as an adult, can we have this chat? And I don't know. It's gonna be a tough discussion.
We need to be friends with our parents.
To a certain extent, right?
How?
So there's a colleague of mine, Shame. I didn't even ask permission to tell this story, but it's fine because I'm not name dropping. colleague of mine who also, like, she was working, and there was like, so she wasn't living at home.
Okay.
And then she had to move back home because circumstances, whatever. So now it's also that adjustment, but you can't...
Especially when you've experienced independence.
Exactly, independence and freedom. But like, you still have to see people, and you want to, and naturally it might happen. So, but I think eventually it got to a point where she was just like, you know what, I'm just going to be honest with them. And it stopped being telling lies, and it started being a little more like of a, like telling half truths rather than telling full lies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going away with this person and I'll be back on the weekend. I mean, I'll be back on Sunday. And then it was more open, like, oh, it's this person, and then he would come in and you introduce them, and so your parents know who you're spending time with, and they can even have like a sit down with that person to find out, like, okay, what's happening, what are your intentions. I don't know, I think like, I just feel like there's a lot going on in the world right now, and it's too dangerous to be hiding too much.
Yeah, that's exactly, guys, it's not safe out there. So now, sharp, I can tell Senzi, she's my sister, hey Senzi, I'm actually here, you know? But if anything were to actually crazily happen, you know what I mean? And you know the guilt they would feel and the guilt I would feel that I didn't tell them where I was or what I was doing, you know? It's small things like that. But I remember reading something where someone said, when you become an adult as a woman, you need to then sort of, you treat your parents as adults. So you treat them on the same level. And that's what makes them respect you more. Because right now I feel like they see us as kids, right?
Yeah.
We're under their guidance, under their roofs.
We're still acting like kids to a certain extent.
So the minute we can rise up to the occasion and be like, hi, I'm a woman now, hi, this, in a respectful manner, you know, doing it with Toba and whatever else. But doing it in a way where you can just say, can we just come to the same level of understanding? You know, because sometimes I think parents need a shock. Shock. A life shock.
Yeah,
you know?
we keep them
and
in
their comfortable cocoons. When
grey area.
In realness, life moves on, right? Even with Garo, you're a mother.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, okay, maybe your mom could be like, oh, I see you now, it's on my level. But no, they don't. You know, they'll never do that. You're still their baby.
True.
And I think something needs to happen where there's a bit of a life shock, and it's just like, hi guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you as parents. And because I'm under your home, I will respect any rules and whatever regulations you have.
Yeah.
But can we now rework them in the adult way?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That
it's reworking them that can accommodate. So like small things like just saying where you're going. Are we back at this time? And them knowing it's fine, she's safe, you know? Small things like, guys, I need space. You know how I've needed, like, just saying I need space for the weekend.
And like,
you know?
I wish, that's absolutely true. I think with me, I'll have a conversation on that level with my mom, and then be like, I'm going here, and she'll be like, no, but that's too far. I'd rather go to Bedford View. It's closer. It's like, but I made my decision.
Yeah. Well, fine, you're welcome.
Still restricted.
So the restrictions.
It's restrictions. But slowly but surely we need to nitpick and think. We can't be saying it was Slinde, you waiting for letters. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want that type of relationship where it's like you're meeting my husband on the day he comes and lobolas me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to be introducing guys and be like, no, this is my man. I don't want that too. But they need to know that there's somebody in my life. And when he comes or if he doesn't come, sharp. Life moves on. But it's tough.
Yeah, you can never predict as well, like, where a relationship
will
go in the end. You can think at the beginning it's heading in this direction, so then you get comfortable and you start introducing everyone to everyone and, like, you know, mixing in each other's lives, but we don't know what the end point will be. But I guess you just go with your gut, and, like, if you feel like this is someone important enough to introduce to your people, then you do that. But I agree with you fully. Like, we have to set the tone for how we want to be treated. Cool, we're not always going to get our way 100%.
And we will like a negotiation.
It is.
And it is a negotiation because
it has to be
we have to understand as well, like,
their point of view and where they're coming from.
Yeah, we're not living alone in our own apartments. And that would come with a whole lot more freedom.
Yeah.
But we're not there, so we have to accept.
We have to abide.
Whatever comes with that.
Yeah! Okay, that was a nice combo. Hey guys, the conversation doesn't stop because we could go on and on about like
Yes.
a lot of other deeper things and issues and whatever. But yeah, I think that's it for now on our end.
Yes.
The conversation doesn't really end. Please follow us on social media and
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah!
Cheers to our first.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers to the
Chat.
first one.
Yes.
Maybe you'll meet us on the next one. We're on camera, babes.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
But yeah, guys,
Associate cameras.
with two girls, it's on the internet.
Out.
It's on the internet.
Same thing.
Nah. But thank you, guys. Thank you, Karabo. Thank you, Senji. Thank you, Beyonce.
Good luck to the
Thank
rest
you,
of y'all.
Thank you to Kelly Rowland.
Oh my gosh.
Beyonce.
I'm not Kelly anymore because of this natural hair.
Okay, what is
I'm none of them.
Look, you just Beyonce.
Yeah, you're Beyonce on your own.
Thanks to Nikki's Twin B. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Comment.
Tell us what your guys' experience have been with your families and your whatever.
Yeah, how have you maneuvered the whole dating
Have you
thing?
lied? Of course you lied. Anyway, goodbye. Till next time.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.